Thank you very much, Mr. President. First of all, I would like to welcome Your Excellency Minister Mas, and thank you for presiding on this very important meeting. And I also would like to thank France for the successful presidency in June, and of course congratulate my German colleague on assuming the presidency of the Security Council for this month. I also would like to thank the Secretary General Antonio Guterres, President of the ICRC Peter Maurer, and the AU Commissioner for Social Affairs Amira Mohammed for their briefings. These meetings takes place as we are entering the so-called new normal. As the term implies, COVID-19 has touched many aspects of our lives in a profound way. The global economy is predicted to contract by -6 to -7%. The humanitarian situation continues to deteriorate. The Secretary General has also been clear on how the COVID-19 pandemic has far-reaching impacts, including to the maintenance of peace and security. We have come to terms with this new reality and do our utmost to prepare for the occurrence of pandemics in the future. The pandemic ravaged as we are celebrating 75 years of the United Nations. So the big question is, will we be able to emerge stronger together? I would like to outline 3 lessons learned. First, we must formulate a coordinated international response. And the United Nations, as a multilateral body, must race to this task. Indonesia, with 5 other UN members, took the initiative to launch the first General Assembly resolution on global solidarity to fight the coronavirus, GA Resolution 74/270. Indonesia fully supports the Secretary General's call for an immediate global ceasefire, which has received many supports. We welcome the unanimous adoption of Resolution 2532 by the Security Council just yesterday in support of this call, albeit long overdue. We thank Tunisia and France, as well as others that have made this possible. We must ensure that this call manifests in real action by all parties to put armed conflicts on lockdown. We should also support the efforts by the Secretary General and his representative to resolve conflict and pursue sustainable peace. We commend the efforts of the United Nations peacekeeping mission on the ground in assisting the host countries during the pandemic in close consultation with the countries concerned. We underline what the Secretary General mentioned just now on the importance of the safety of missions and peacekeepers. We also recognize Secretary General points on the issue of biological convention, as well as the importance of UNSC Resolution 1540. We have always championed community engagement and quite happy to hear that this is further amplified by Peter of ICRC just now, particularly on the importance of building trust for responses to be effective. The second point is managing disruption following the pandemic. Data is still raw and projections are still unclear on when the pandemic will dissipate. While the research is still ongoing in finding cure and vaccine, nevertheless, its impact will likely to persist long after. This would create disruption in many areas. For countries in conflict and post-conflict situation, if not carefully managed, many gains might experience reversal due to this pandemic. The implementation of mitigation and containment strategies must have unintended results, including more strain on states' capacity to ensure security of its population and perpetuation of conditions that may lead to insecurity and instability. Thus, the probable uncertainties and pressures in the following period need to be seriously contained. The third point is the need for a long-term comprehensive strategy. The COVID-19 pandemic has made us reluctantly aware of our fragility. In many countries facing instability, even before the pandemic, we are aware of the myriads of challenges, be it political, economic, social, as well as security challenges. We must continue to equip ourselves to address and even prevent such challenges by developing and implementing a long-term comprehensive strategy, namely, to alleviate the humanitarian situation, to ensure provision of basic needs, including healthcare facilities and treatment, and to transform socio-economic condition of the people. Lastly, Mr. President, the main lesson we must take in the hardest way is that this pandemic is a test of our solidarity and multilateral resolution. No one is immune, and no one can withstand alone. We must work together and enhance international cooperation, not only now, but for the long haul, to be safe and healthy, to find cure, to develop vaccine and produce them. We must ensure transfer of knowledge from vaccine producers to encourage the development of affordable vaccine and create a fair mechanism for its distribution so that countries obtain fair and equitable access to vaccine and medicine. I'm glad this important point was also highlighted by Ms. Mohammed from the African Union. We must ensure that all peoples from every corner of the world, from remote region to conflict areas, are given a fair chance to face these pandemic challenges. Only through concerted efforts can we tackle these enormous challenges in this unprecedented of time. No one should be left behind. We are in this together. Multilateralism now is being tested more than ever. And thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much to the representative of